Wall Street Silver and silver stackers alike, I want to give you some good news regarding demand and supply of silver, in that several years from now, we should have demand exceed supply of actual silver. And I think this is important news to know because up until this point, especially on this channel, I've been talking a lot about silver's reaction to monetary issues regarding, specifically the United States. But I've yet to really tap into the demand and supply side of the market. Now, if you take a look at this article from the Silver Institute, silver demand for printed and flexible electronics expected to increase 54% over next 10 years. In the first sentence, it states almost 34% of the global silver supply in 2020 was used in electronic devices. Now, just stopping right there, if you actually take a look at how many or how much silver supply we had in 2020, this is according to Statista, it was roughly 976 million ounces that we had in 2020. So about 300 million or more was used in electronic devices. And that was just in 2020. And we're just on the cusp of things really growing in the electronic space. So it actually makes sense as to why this is occurring. Now, this is from an article from Research and Markets. And in the first paragraph, I'm not even going to waste your time much on this. It states the global silver demand is expected to reach 1,155 million ounces in 2025. And for the time period of 2021 to 2025, while the silver supply is likely to be recorded at 1,062 million ounces in 2025 during the time period of 2021 to 2025. So what does that tell you? This number right here is obviously bigger than this number. This demand, global silver demand number, is bigger than this global silver supply number. So all of you guys on Wall Street Silver who are concerned about the silver supply being shorter than demand or smaller than demand, well, you have an argument here just based off of research. So for those of you who are, who have friends and family who will say, okay, well, this is completely ridiculous. Supply, is always going to outpace demand in the silver market. Well, this is something that you can show them right here and say, hey, from this article on Global Newswire, the actually expected amount of demand will actually exceed supply. And here are some reasons why. Factors such as rising sales of jewelry and silverware, growing demand of solar photovoltaic, which we've talked a lot about on this channel, rising use of silver oxide batteries, increasing manufacturing of electrical equipment, and expansion of dental services would drive the growth of the market. However, the market growth would be challenged by volatile prices of silver and environmental impact of silver nanoparticles. A few notable trends may include rising use of silver in auto industry, growing consumption of silver nanoparticles, and upsurge in the silver consumption in the United States. The silver market is emerging gradually over years and securing its position in financial markets in the modern economy. No in small part due to Wall Street Silver and it's being featured in mainstream news. I'm sure that's going to help boost investors' interest in it. Given its size and liquidity, silver is clearly becoming a monetary asset for investors. It really is. Again, thanks to Wall Street Silver. Further, the expanding range of application is making silver highly demanded across various end industries. Silver is massively used in industries like jewelry and silverware, electrical and electronics, photovoltaic, brazing, alloys, and photography. So, and here, the fastest growing regional market was North America due to the massive consumption of silver across various end industries. Again, here in the United States, especially with the Biden administration coming in, there's a little bit of a sea change here happening with, electronics trying to get closer to a green economy, and the use case for silver is starting to increase. So For demand to exceed supply, especially here in the United States, I can definitely see that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section below.